Hi, so this is Shima's recap from Monday. We went to the park and worked on some leash skills and recall. You can kind of see this is us first getting out of the car. She was pulley as all get out. So there's a lot of tension release, tension release. Here's a big spin. You can see her like, oh man. So the first 5 minutes of any walk, whether it's an environment you've been in all the time or it's a brand new environment, can be tough with energy. So I included this so you could see, even with me working with her, she can sometimes be a little persnickety or a little pulley. Don't lose hope. Don't lose focus. By the end of this video, you'll see her on a long lead walking pretty calmly. So that's where just know that, hey, the first 5 minutes is all about getting her to focus and engage. And the new environments that are louder or scarier or more intense, she's going to probably be a little bit more squirrely for the first little bit. But right here, I have her on that prong collar. I do have her clipped up to the slip lead just as a redundancy. It's a safety protocol that I like to have. But essentially she's on that prong collar and I'm just giving her those tugs and releases, and they're not hard tugs as you can see. And I do have her on a belt leash, but my hand is doing those micro corrections just because she was so pulley. It was, hey, no, we're not doing this good. Shima. Over here. Yes. Shima. Go. Yes, good girl. Yes. No, ma'am. Good. 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 You're good. Hey. Yes. We had a small adjustment that needed to happen, and then now you can see us working on turns and curls, or curve. I think you know what I'm trying to say. Sorry. All about redirecting. So we walked by a park with kids in it. We walked by with people. There were some dogs there. And this is where I'm going to put her into a long lead and get her to focus. So here she is. She loved this practice. So it's about a 30-yard long lead. And what I did is, and I left some of the sound on so you can hear it in the background, but I do the name game. So I call her name. She runs up to me. She gets a treat. She gets to go explore again. If she was fighting it a little bit, it'd be Shima. Shima, come. And you can see her derpy bouncy. Like, she was like, woohoo, this is the best thing ever. But this is also something that you can do as a decompression walk, where she gets a lot of leash, but just gets to sniff. There's no structure to it. She can just do her happy, goofy, doggy self, and can focus at the same time when we need to. But it's a good way to practice name game. It's a good way to practice leash skills. She got a little treat right there. But this is phenomenal. Now, I did keep a blooper in here for you guys. You might be able to hear it. So as there's a giant hill that we're going to walk down. She started running down the hill, and I was like, oh God, she's going to hurt herself. I'm going to trip over. It's going to be a great catastrophe. We were able to save it, but you're going to hear me go, oh. So be careful when you do long lead. It is not the most graceful thing, especially for a dog that has some boosters on her feet like she does. But this was a great enrichment mental engagement exercise. And here's where we were working. So there's a pathway along here where bicycles and people are going to walk past, and she has to ignore it. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm excited to see her tomorrow, and we'll go from there.